Howdy, it's Cloudy. Go back to the channel. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't checked out my past videos, make sure you're checking out my past videos, man. Be on the lookout for a new channel on this way called Curious Cloudy. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do and watch. You know what I'm saying? I want to watch something that really intrigues me. Y'all can also throw some ideas at me too in these comments. But today, we got a video from the Cosmic Wonder. Marvel confirms Hulk villain in Spider-Man Brand New Day. MJ's boyfriend is also a villain?
Marvel has just confirmed that technically the Hulk is going to be a villain in Spider-Man Brand New Day. On top of that, we do have a description for Sadie Sink's character in Spider-Man Brand New Day, and it looks like MJ's boyfriend might also be a villain in the movie.
That's crazy. You got every reason to
Thanks for stopping by the channel today. A lot of stuff has come out for Spider-Man Brand New Day recently. I mean, you can just take a look at a bunch of photos.
What villain do y'all think the new boyfriend of MJ is going to be, though? Y'all got any ideas? Leave it in the comments, though. But that's crazy that her new boyfriend just so happens to be a damn villain. Peter has every reason to crash out now. You know what I'm saying? He has every reason to crash out, and it's not even... You can't even say he's jealous of the new guy. It's just... he's a villain. You know what I'm saying? He got every right to put hands and feet on him. You know what I'm saying? Without his suit.
We'll put on screen right here. So much is happening. The promotion has fully begun. There's
I'm looking
a lot of stuff in like Target already. There's a lot of stuff online. They've done conventions in many different countries. There's many new looks at Spider-Man Brand New Day, including this look at the fiercest foes for Spider-Man. And as you can see here,
you see Scorpion right there.
The Hulk is there, confirming
I see
he will be a foe. He will be one of the villains in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Now, of course, that's not just
black and white. Spider-Man's fighting all these people.
He's a villain. Yeah, that's what it is. No, of course, he's going to Hulk out and him and Spider-Man will fight. But is he the big overarching villain? No. Is he being controlled by the big overarching villain? Probably. And is he the final fight? That's what a lot of people are asking. But also at the same time, like I mentioned before we fully dive into that, we have a description.
Well, we know Bruce is going to be based off. I saw some like pictures and stuff. If I could find them again, I'll put them up. What I saw. But I saw Peter walking with Banner. You know what I'm saying? Apparently Banner is going to be like his professor in college or whatever the case. So I'm wondering if Banner, like due to the whole like mind wipe thing, you know, that Doctor Strange did or whatever. I'm wondering if that caused Banner to kind of forget how he controlled the Hulk. How did he become Savage Hulk again? Because I don't think it's just him being controlled and he becomes Savage. I think the Doctor Strange spell and everything probably has something to do with him not being able to control the Hulk like that. I don't think somebody just has some powers and they like, yeah, we finna cut the link from you, from Banner and Hulk. Y'all gonna be two separate people again, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be able to control this thing. I just don't see that happening. He worked so hard to control the Hulk. I don't think it's gonna be that easy. Maybe the villain that's controlling Bruce, and you know, maybe he has magic powers and maybe he puts a spell on him, you know what I'm saying? So then again, that will kind of bring down bring the list down of who the main villain might be, you know what I'm saying? So y'all can put that in the comments as well, because I know y'all read the comic books. I haven't read them. So is there any villain that can do something like that, make Banner forget how he controlled the Hulk and all that? What do y'all think is Doctor Strange's spell is what caused it to happen? Y'all let me know, man.
Sink's character, and even the description is mysterious. It states a mysterious figure whose true identity remains unknown is also lurking in the shadows. Its allegiances are uncertain. I love how this is so, they're trying to keep this so mysterious that they don't even say her allegiances are uncertain. They say it's because they're trying to make us think like, oh, is it a guy? Is it a girl? Who knows? We know it's Sadie Sink. We know that she is the mysterious character that's lurking. But out of all of these,
is she gonna be a villain,
all of the promos that have come out, all of the pictures, all of the art, everything has come out. Literally nothing on Sadie Sink's character. This character,
I want Miles Morales to play,
Jean, but even if she isn't Jean, has to be someone huge because they are doing everything in their power to keep this character a secret. No promotion for her whatsoever. Sadie Sink isn't really doing the tour with them all to promote the movie, so they really are trying to make this one.
It's odd. If something's free, people
one of the biggest surprises in the MCU. And some people who saw the test screening for Spider-Man Brand New Day, they did say, this is one person's personal opinion, not mine, right? I'm repeating what I heard, but they said that she's the best character in the movie. I don't know if they mean
That's a lot. That's a lot of stuff you putting on her plate, bro. That's a lot you putting on her chip. Y'all did, but he did say this is one person, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still gonna take, because I truly don't believe they inviting random people to test screens, bro. I'm thinking they inviting people that they can really trust their opinion, and their opinions have made a difference before, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. I don't know how the whole test screening invitation and stuff. I want to go to one. Invite me. You know what I'm saying? Marvel, hit me up and invite me to one of these, man, because I'll let y'all know for sure, like, what it is or what it ain't. You know what I mean? But they saying Sadie Sink is the best character in the movie. That's saying a lot, knowing that this is a Spider-Man movie. If they saying she the best character in the movie, I'm thinking she playing Jean Grey, bro.
Spider-Man or above Spider-Man. But they said not only is she the best character in the movie, she's one of the best characters in the entire multiverse saga. So that means she's massive, right? Her character's massive. Most likely Jean Grey.
They putting a lot on her, bro.
And it makes a lot of sense.
That means she's going to be in Marvel.
Let me know what you think about that. But going back to Spider-Man's fiercest foes, I love this promo art. It's pretty great. We have Boomerang, Tarantula,
see, look, we don't even see Sadie Sink,
of course, and the Hulk. And it even lists them, their names at the bottom.
Wait,
see the wall crawl, of course, and the Hulk. And it even lists them, their names at the bottom.
Okay, let me see. Boomerang, Scorpion, the Hulk, and Tarantula. What the hell? Bro, what is Tarantula like? Does he have web power? Is that another, because I've been hearing about a whole, like, Spider Island and Spider Totems. Is he one of the Spider Totems, bro? What kind of powers does Tarantula got, bro? I want to see a lot of him. That's just, his name sound hard, bro.
You know the wall crawler take on four of his fiercest foes. And this is pretty interesting because obviously we knew Spider-Man was going to fight the Hulk. In fact, we can take a look at a lot of other art that is out there right now that shows Spider-Man and the Hulk fighting. They are going to really advertise this for the movie. They're going to make it seem like this is kind of the grand crescendo of the movie, and it might be. But obviously the Hulk is not just a villain on his own. Sure, when Bruce Banner hulks out and Savage Hulk, who is finally returning, can't wait, finally goes savage again and loses control. Sure, he doesn't have control, but what makes him lose control? A big part of this movie we already know is about DNA, or I mean, I guess you could say what Tom Holland said, spider puberty is kind of at the core of the story. But basically what that means is his body is changing, and he's going through sort of a metamorphosis on kind of the spider side of his body. And he's starting to lose control, and Bruce Banner has experience holding the Hulk back. So basically, Bruce Banner has experience in, you know, kind of keeping the monster at bay, if you will. And that's what Peter Parker's looking to do. And I think that's why he goes to Bruce Banner, because he has experience at, you know, keeping the monster at bay. And so that inhibitor device, it looks like in this photo right here with MJ, which is a crazy photo because she doesn't know Peter Parker is Spider-Man, even though she lives right across the hall from him. But she's working with Spider-Man. If you take a look at that laptop, that definitely looks like an inhibitor device. And you can compare it to these other photos right here as well. It looks like a previous inhibitor that Bruce Banner has worn. Perhaps this is an old version that Bruce Banner gave him or Spider-Man took, and he's trying to use that to hold back his change. Right? If Bruce Banner can use that device to hold back the Hulk, then surely Peter Parker can use it to hold back whatever change he's going through.
Back then, I used to watch a little Spider-Man show. Bro, there's so many different Spiders, so I'm not even going to try to name. I'm going to put a picture of if I can remember, but he turned into a real spider in that, bro. I wonder if that's what he's trying to keep at bay. I wonder if we even see, because we do see him in the cocoon, bro. We did see that in the trailer. He was in like a big ass web cocoon or whatever. I wonder if we do see him kind of change into that spider, like him grow hairs and the extra limb, and then maybe he just out of nowhere he holds the change back, and then he runs to Bruce Banner right after, like, yo, almost like, or maybe he fully does change into the spider, and then when he changes back into his human self, that's when he has organic webbing and all that. That's what I'm thinking. Follow me.
I ultimately think, obviously, it doesn't work, and something happens, and Bruce Banner's device goes haywire, and it doesn't keep him from hulking out again. But the big question is, because obviously Bruce Banner is not a villain, and obviously the Hulk himself isn't truly a villain that specifically wants to go after Spider-Man. So what's the deal? Is he going to be the final fight is also another question, because I've heard a lot of people say there are a lot of villains in this movie, and I'm asking this to you all now.
I'm
but
saying,
it doesn't
bro, it
seem
is.
like any of them are, let's say,
Seeing if you're pre-approved will never hurt
worthy
your
of
credit.
a final giant
Like the
battle
video.
of the movie, the big battle of the movie. But the Hulk could be, because that would probably be Spider-Man's fiercest foe in this movie. Out of everybody he's going to fight, Boomerang, Tarantula, all of them, the Hand, Peter Parker can probably take on everybody and defeat them. Maybe not the Hulk. I mean, we even know he's going to have anti-gamma web. So
But
he's
see,
preparing
we
for
know
a big battle,
the Punisher
right?
is gonna be a part of this movie as well. But bro, it's a lot going on, bro. I'm not trying to, bro. We still got, bro. The Punisher gonna be a part of this too. So where is the Punisher? Because we haven't even talked about the Punisher yet. Where is he gonna be at during all this, bro? Is he really gonna let Peter Parker handle all these enemies himself? Or do y'all think Frank Castle gonna come in and start shooting some shit up? Let's be for real, bro. I think Frank Castle gonna be there to help.
If the Hulk is the final villain, not final villain per se, but the final fight of the movie, would that be good to you? Or would you rather him fight Tombstone, let's say? Now, I have my own theory about this, and we're going to go to what the fans think in just a second, but I personally think the Hulk might be the big final fight of the film, but they will reveal that he was being controlled or manipulated by Tombstone or Jackal, or possibly even Sadie Sink's character if she is playing Jean Grey. But I think more along the lines of Tombstone or Jackal, because
Jean
they
Grey
are
can't
true
control
villains. And I think
Jackal, right?
Tombstone is the overall arching villain of this, because they haven't shown us anything about him. That could be true for Jackal as well. And I believe we hear his voice. I believe we hear his voice in the trailer. And I think he could actually be pulling the strings. Now, there's many ways that this could happen. And I'll go to some answers on my Discord for this. And if you want to join our Discord, we always link that in the description and in the pinned comment. But it seems like a lot of people are on the same page. I asked today in Discord, what would you think if the Hulk is the final battle, or maybe the actual final villain of this? I don't think he'll be the final villain. I think it's Tombstone, but I asked everybody's opinion. And Sean says, nah, I would rather it is like a mystery villain pulling the strings behind everything. A bit like Tombstone, who I think would be a great option. The street level Spider-Man is something we've waited for a long time. I don't think Hulk should be a villain. As such, he can play a role within the movie where he has to fight with Spider-Man, but no way should he be the main villain. And I have to say, that's probably correct. He shouldn't be the overall main villain, but I think a villain should be controlling him. Future Shock says, I'm thinking the DODC somehow has tech to make Hulk go full savage. They do have some Stark level tech in their hands as well. That's also a good point. I feel like because there's so much in this movie, we can't forget that the DODC is doing a lot of shady stuff, right? They've clearly captured
gonna
Sadie
have
Sink's
to hand the
character,
camera over
and
to
they're
a
holding
lot
her
of things,
hostage,
bro.
right? They're doing some weird stuff, and I wouldn't put it past them to sabotage the Hulk, just so they can capture him again in the future. I think that actually might be something that they would really do.
Give them a reason to go after all these heroes and stuff to turn the world against. Why, yeah, we should lock them up. You know what I'm saying? And this is the reason why. I could see them doing that.
Roxanne, RXANNN. Ryan,
What about-
I do apologize.
What about MJ's boyfriend? Let's see if I can find that. MJ boyfriend. It looked like it's right here.
The final big fight of this movie. Let me know. Now, moving into the final thing, it looks like MJ's boyfriend might be Tarantula or Boomerang. Now,
I told y'all he's either gonna be. I think he might end up being Boomerang or something, bro. But that's so crazy. Where did he come from? You know what I'm saying? Peter has every reason to put hands on this. Every reason.
Art for Spider-Man Brand New Day that shows Tarantula and Boomerang. Somebody posted this, and Alex Perez from the Cosmic Circus said, ha 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 ha, sup, Ezra. Then Cryptic HD Quality said, crazy how I heard this since January, but was too afraid to report on it. I heard he and Spidey will have a sort of comedic rivalry. Now, what's really interesting, and let me explain this, is I believe they are referring to Amon Esfandi, who is playing MJ's boyfriend, who also played Ezra Bridger in Ahsoka.
In the Star Wars.
Star Wars. Yeah. So when they say Ezra, they're talking about his character Ezra, the character played by Amon Esfandi, who is also playing MJ's boyfriend. Both of these insiders are implying that either Tarantula or Boomerang are MJ's boyfriend. which is very interesting. But I actually have heard a lot of interesting comments online that some people like this because it just kind of adds another layer to the movie, but it also makes it easier when it's kind of exposed, when he is exposed to be a villain. It makes it easier for MJ to kind of cut ties with him and say, oh yeah, you know, I'm breaking up with you, and I find out that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, and he tells me that we used to be together. Makes it pretty easy to just jump back to Peter Parker. So some people are really
I don't think it's going to happen that way, like how she find out they used to be together, bro. I think she's going to, like, I feel like her memories or something like that is going to get unlocked or something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's power of love. But hey, y'all let me know down in the comments, bro, how y'all feel about this. I guess you could call it like a synopsis or something like that. You know what I'm saying? The fact that her boyfriend might be a villain gives Peter all rights to put hands and feet on him, bro, whenever he see fit.